Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. As we'll see Mason Rudolph and the Tennessee Titans versus Josh Allen and the Detroit Lions.
Being located in the Music City, this building has hosted a lot of great music acts since its inception, but this is what she was made for, NFL football, and that's what we have today in Nashville at Nissan Stadium. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And before kickoff, Charles, quickly your keys to the game.
Well, partner, I could give you the standard ones, turnovers, special teams play, but here's one that doesn't get talked about much anymore, and that's time of possession. Whoever controls the football, gives their defense a break, and takes care of business, that's the team that's going to win this ball game.
The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And off we go from Nashville. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. As we take a peek at the Oklahoma State product, their quarterback, Mason Rudolph.
And when Mason Rudolph is on the field, sometimes the scouting reports have to be revised a little bit because often quarterbacks like to throw short to get a rhythm. For Mason Rudolph, he loves the deep fade, and he loves the deep post pattern. Anything over the top, those are his favorite shots downfield, and that's what gets him comfortable.
Throwing right away is Rudolph. That's caught. Nick Westbrook-Akine with it. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. Rudolph. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Rudolph looking to throw it. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. Taken in at the 22. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Lions will take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Commanding the offense will be the 7th overall pick of the 2018 draft. It's Josh Allen.
And in this league, there are many quarterbacks who have their most success running the ball, while there are others who have big arms. There aren't too many guys who can do both. And at the end of many games, this guy leads his team not just in passing, but in rushing as well.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. A first carry now for Craig Reynolds. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd and 10. They'll go again with Reynolds. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll hand off to Reynolds. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
3rd and 2, and they ran the ball for only 1 yard, and everybody's going to scream at the offense. Well, let's give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. Defensive front out leveraged the offensive line. They got more people to the football. Yeah, they won that battle in a big way, and they're forcing a big decision now by the guys on offense.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. On the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
2nd down and 6 now. They toss it now to Pollard. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Rudolph. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. We're scoreless after 1. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And this is going to be a Titans 1st down as he'll get this up to about the 42. CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Here's Pollard again. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Back to throw, Rudolph. And that throw behind his man. He missed him, incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Rudolph. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, 2nd quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
From the 25, here's a 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Allen. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. 3rd down and 1. Allen now looks to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. And it looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. Good coverage there, holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And it'll be Titan football. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Rudolph now to throw. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's second down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. From the gun, here's Rudolph. He finds his man, Pollard. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
This now a 3rd and 4. Here's Rudolph. Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Here comes a first down throw from Rudolph. Got his man, Okonkwo. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. From the 50, it's Rudolph. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Rudolph's throw hauled in by Westbrook Akina here. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go, and of course they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. Folks, kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Just one field goal and a tightly played first half as we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And, you know, I think the defense is saying back to them, Why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
On play action, Allen. He finds his man, complete. It's Alexander. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
A promising sign there from an offense that hasn't done a whole lot to this point. Nice job to locate the open receiver, and it's good yardage and a first down to open the drive.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. That's caught. Allen Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Allen. On the move past the 40, and down right around the 37. 12 more yards there and another first down.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A run here on first down with Reynolds. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Here's Allen. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Allen to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. A give to Reynolds. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it, and the running game is starting to pay off.
Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. A run here with Reynolds. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Craig Reynolds, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Lions have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. On the return, here's Tyjae Spears. And he returns this to the 22. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Three-quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the fourth quarter. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 2. A give to Pollard running left. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Rudolph looking to throw. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And that will come the offense as they take over. And Detroit back in possession of the football. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead. Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
CeeDee Lamb is intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Allen. And Allen will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
On first down, Allen. A quick throw there is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. On the carry, it's Reynolds. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Try to take this home. They'll run. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run. Reynolds. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. A run here with Reynolds. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. To throw is Allen. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here's a run now with Kittle. And he will have a Lions first down, and that's the one that should seal a victory. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
Okay, you and I are sitting up here getting ready to analyze whether they should go for it or not. Did you see the quarterback just point to the sideline and say, everybody back, I've got this call?
Well, you knew this side of the field, they're in plus territory, 4th and 1. He wasn't coming off the field.
No, he wasn't coming off the field, and he wasn't letting the offense go with him at all. He said, we're staying out here, and we're picking this one up. That's some leadership right there.
Allen down to a knee, and that should just about do it.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros. Well, obviously, Charles, this was by no means an offensive track meet. I mean, the defenses were the story in this ball game, but hey, they got enough points to get the job done, and at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. In such a low-scoring game, it completely changes everything you had planned to do out there. Fortunately for them, they got just enough scoring to bring home the win, and in this type of a game, to play their defense, that became one of their biggest keys.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Nashville.